Hey everybody, welcome back to the garage. If this is your first time visiting my channel, please go ahead, click on subscribe, and also click on that bell to receive all the updates and activities on my channel. So today we have a product review of some LED headlights and LED fog lights. So these parts were supplied to me by Auxbeam free of charge. Full disclosure, they are not paying me for my review, but they did send me these two products in exchange for my review. If at the end of this video you do like what you see, go ahead and check out the description of this video, and there will be a link that will bring you out to the seller storefront on Amazon where you can purchase them on your own. Alright, so that being said, why don't we go ahead and take a look at what they sent us. Alright, so for the bulbs, this is what they sent. This is the H13S3. There are a couple different options. So with this bulb, it has an active heat sink. There's also an option with another one, I think it's the S1, where it has a passive heat sink. The difference between the two, the passive one is just a huge heat sink that's attached to the back of the bulb, used to dissipate heat. And with this one, there's a fan and it blows air across the driver to keep it cool. Some people may opt for the active one just because of the clearance issue on some type of headlights. You may not have enough clearance on the back for the heat sink. So if that's the case, take a look at your setup, and if you look on the manufacturer's website, they will tell you what your clearance needs to be. Alright, so again, this is an H13 style bulb. It has 6000 K, and then it's a 3-segment design. And so you may be wondering, why is that important? So what we'll do is we'll take a look at the bulb real quick. So again, it's a 3-segment design. There's segment 1 with 6 LEDs. There's another one with another 6 LEDs, and if you look, it's lower on the body. And then the final is another 6 LEDs in the 3rd segment. All right, and on the bulb, you have an indexable collar. Okay, and there's multiple positions and multiple holes. Alright, so LED lights may get a bad rep, and a lot of it I think is related to poor installation and poor understanding of how a light bulb actually works in a halogen reflector housing. So what we'll do is just kind of give you a crude and simple explanation of how a bulb works. This is your halogen reflector, and in the center you have your bulb. So the way the reflectors are set to work, the light is captured in the 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock position. So as the light comes out, right? As the light comes out from the bulb, the reflector gathers the light, and then it's focused out to the front of the truck or the vehicle, right? So I think what a lot of the problems are is poor installation of the bulbs. So as we looked, the light is indexable. And the reason why you need that is because with a standard bulb, right, it's glass all the way around, and it has a clear 360-degree path for the light to travel out of the bulb, right? It goes out, light dissipates not every which way. And because of the construction of an LED light, that's not possible, right? So what you need to do, and this is true for this particular light or any other light that you may purchase, you have to index it. And so say if you don't index it, again, here's our reflector housing, here's a light. Say worst case scenario, you don't index it, and instead of at 9 and 3, the light is going at 7 and 1, all right, whatever it is. So instead of all the light being captured and projected out, now you're going to get all sorts of weird bouncing and everything else, and you're going to get poor results. So that's why, if we go back to the bulb, that's why it has this indexing collar, so it allows you to rotate the body within the collar, and then you can set the alignment. And once you're done, you just basically you draw the bulb from the housing, figure out where you're going to be in the alignment mark, and then you insert the set screw, and then you're done. We're going to look at the Foglight replacements. So these are LED, and these are the H11 style. So we're going to be putting these into a 2013 Chevy Cruze. Pretty much just a standard bulb replacement. So looking at the construction of it, there are 4 rows of LEDs around the body of it, and then there's 4 additional LEDs on the front of it, which sit behind a miniature projector housing. Right, and then it's just your standard connector with a gasketed type fitting that's going to seal up against the your stock housing. Okay, so if you've never replaced a bulb in a Chevy Cruze, it is kind of a ridiculous process, because what you have to do, you have to remove a bunch of the body cladding and everything else to get access to the bulb. And once you do, there's a bulb right there. It's just a matter of turning it counterclockwise 90 degrees and then it'll come out. But, you know, replacing the bulb takes 5 seconds. It's the removal of all this stuff, which complicates the process, but it can be done. Alright, so both fog lights have been replaced. I have the doors shut in the garage and trying to get an idea of what we're getting for light output. And so as far as it's being brighter, not sure yet. Won't really be able to tell until it gets dark out. But the light is definitely whiter. It's not as yellow. Obviously, that's to be expected because these are LEDs. But yeah, we'll see. It may be as equal or a little less based on what I'm seeing in here. But the light pattern seems to be pretty good. It is projecting out on the ground where it needs to go. So, because again, these are fog lights, they're not headlights, so they really are going to be illuminating the ground in front of you and really not that far out. So, but yeah, so far it looks good. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and replace the headlights next. Alright, so we're over on the passenger side of the car, and to remove the headlights in the Cruze is pretty easy to do. There's a plug right there. It's just held in by a twist lock, and the one on the driver's side is the same thing. But what you want to do first, you want to remove this gray safety clip, and all you can do is you're going to press down on it and depress it, and then it will slide right out. Just like that. Just press it. And then to remove the headlight, you just kind of rotate it counterclockwise. Then it comes right out. To press the green tab, and the bulb comes right out. Okay, so take the locking collar from the bulb itself, and you're going to insert this first. This is very critical that you do this in the right procedure. You go ahead and put in the collar first, and then you're going to take your bulb. You're going to make your connection. Snap it in, and now you're going to take the bulb and you're going to insert it into the opening. And if you look, there's a little O-ring which is going to hold it in there, but it's going to allow you to spin it. So you just press it in there and slide it in. So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the headlights, and we're going to show you how to set the orientation on them. Okay, so we have the passenger light on. We're only running one light just so I can show you how you're going to do the alignment, and so we get a nice clean cutoff. So with the light running, all you're going to do is you're going to grab the back of the bulb and you're going to spin it until you get a nice cutoff, which is right about there. Because if you look, I don't know how well this is coming in on camera, but as you rotate it, you can see the cutoff is coming into focus, and it's nice and parallel across. Before, it was all scattered around, really wasn't in focus, it was kind of all over the place. Right, so now going back, and the cutoff is now right there. That's where we want it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the driver's side. We'll do the same thing, and I'll show you how they look when they're both lit. Okay, so the lights are on, and there you go. There's your nice clean cutoff. That's what you want. So I've been driving with these lights for a better part of a week. I do like the output. They are very bright. I'm not going to show any video of it because, you know what, I'm trying to get shots of nighttime driving through, you know, cameras. It's not, you know, you don't get the best results as you do in actual in person. So I would give these a thumbs up. If you like these bulbs, go ahead and check out the description of the video. There will be a link that'll bring you out to the seller's storefront out on Amazon. If there's any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and leave them in the comments box, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And as always, thanks for watching, and have a great day. See ya.